Welcome back, everybody. My name's Kevin Knowles. This is week 4, and it's YGOU University. This is our second segment. I am joined here by my beautiful co-hosts.
I'm Bryce.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Alex.
And again, if you do enjoy our content, please check us out at patreon.com/TCGUniversity. So one of the things we should get into, we were just talking about YCS Chicago and our personal stories of it, but let's break it down on a more serious note and a competitive note. So just talking about the tournament, what came out of it, and kind of our takeaways from what won and what got top 32.
Well, I think we can start off by talking about maybe like last week, what we thought was going to happen compared to what actually happened.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So,
I know
I think
one of the main things, all four of us, everybody on the podcast was very much in agreement that Ultrageist was I was for sure it was going to have a spot in top 32, if not multiple. And the most shocking thing is that it didn't even hit top 32.
Yeah.
There was 0, which is just crazy to me. But I think it came a lot into what everybody played in the main deck and side decks.
Yeah.
A lot of people were main decking Twin Twisters and side decking Triple Red Reboot. So, I mean, I think Ultrageist were there. I think they just got beat out in the early rounds.
Well, I think we saw that too when Ultrageist won the YCS. Is people weren't siding the Twin Twisters and the Reboots anymore, so they just weren't ready for
They were
Ultrageist.
disrespecting it.
Yeah, and now that
for sure.
people were definitely ready for it, there's no way that they were going to do anything.
Oh, I agree.
I wouldn't be
100%.
surprised if like Reboot is the most sided card. I feel like most people just side 3.
I feel like everybody was playing 3 in their side deck. Like the other 12 spots in your side deck were definitely like interchangeable, but like pretty much every deck profile was like, yep, 3 red reboot in the side deck. It's like, yep, that makes sense. Like you just sometimes you have to,
Those purple cards are frustrating.
You're just like, stop, nope, please do not use any more of those this turn. All right, can I kill you? Like, speaking of like cards that say you can't play or you don't get to do anything is Azathoth. I think that was a big takeaway from this tournament as well. Is saw a lot of decks just being able to do the Azathoth combo, but also doing it on their opponent's turn.
Yeah, the Azathoth combo like really divides, like it puts a line in the sand about how much you know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because
Agreed.
you can prevent Azathoth from even coming out using turn player priority in combination with like Twin Twisters, Kaijus, or Denkos.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
Twin Twister you have to do it in the standby phase, but if you just play around it like that, like the people that are getting Azathoth either didn't draw the out or they didn't know how to use it.
100% agreed. I think that was a huge thing this weekend was, I mean, we can even talk about the deck that won, which was the Lunalight Danger deck. And it's just people not knowing how to play against things or just not knowing that turn player priority exists. I had that happen to me in one of my side events. Is like someone tried to do something in my main phase, and I was like, no.
It's my turn.
I was like, no. I get the first thing.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, no. I'm tributing this rocket ride. See you later. Like now you can do your card effect. So I think that's a huge thing, especially with not everybody, but a lot of decks playing Pancratops, Dino Wrestler Pancratops, either in their side or even main decks. That's a huge card that deals with turn player priority. It's being able to blow things up.
Well, especially with the Azathoth, because you force them to either activate it early, which you'll just respond and kill the monster for the rank up magic, or you go into battle and you just run it over anyways.
Yeah, and I think we saw a lot of well, I did anyways, a lot of blind second decks this weekend. There's a lot of decks main decking evenly matched and then just like blinding second. They're like, oh, I'll go second. And then just kind of trying to play evenly matched the first turn to get you down in a lot of cards.
Or Dangers.
Yeah. And I know Calvin Tahan, who got third, he was playing his ABC deck. And he was blinding second. He had 3 evenly matched in his
That
main
guy's
deck
so
and was just
funny.
blinding second. He's hilarious. He's great. But I think more importantly, we saw 12 Sky Striker decks in the top 32, and I don't think any of them
Just
made it
one.
past that. I
Maybe
think
just
maybe
one.
like a couple
one
of
got
them.
4th, yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple of them made it past there, but other than that, I mean, that was the most represented deck. Next was Thunder Dragon, like Danger variants.
Danger Dragon, yeah.
But I mean, that's a huge notification too. I think there's just so many Sky Strikers at that event, like in the actual tournament, that just a lot of them leaked into the top 32.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's I think they're in a pretty bad spot right now.
Yeah, because in top 32 they have to fight against all the Thunder Dragon players like 4 rounds or 3 or 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
How's that good? How are you gonna win 4
Yeah.
times in a row?
Yeah, I don't know.
The
I
grace
think
of
Your deck's
God.
consistent.
So like there was a lot of good like rogue decks that made it in. There was one Pendulum, a Crusadia made it in. There was a Prank Kids, 2 of the Guru Controls, Trickstar, and Cyber Dragons. So this top 32 is pretty diverse, but I mean, the main takeaway from it was just there were so many danger variants. And I think we're just
The danger zone.
yeah, I think we're seeing definitely that variant, like the danger engine is just becoming like the thing to play right now.
I think it's just like format defining how good they are. It's just like I think they need to do something about them eventually, but
It's just nuts.
They're like new zoo. Like you just splash them and everything.
you can they just give you free extenders if your deck can play them to some extent with like graveyard based or dark based stuff. Like you just get free stuff.
Yeah,
for
they're the
free.
best attribute in the game, which is Dark. Dark has like all of the crazy good support. That's at
Yeah.
3 right now. Like
Mhm.
Allure's at 3, beginning of the end is at
And
3.
Resty, which lets you make Azathoth.
Yeah, it's just crazy right now. I mean, even we saw a lot of people playing the World Danger the World deck, and it's the FTK deck where you play Arcana Force the World, and you just play 1 Arcana Force, 1 Light Barrier, and you just draw through your whole deck because you play like 23 dangers and like 13 spell cards that say draw a card.
35 cards in your deck say draw.
Yeah.
Akeem's deck
You get-
profile, he said he played a 12-card deck.
Yeah, you just play like a 12-card deck because all of your danger cards say draw a card. Then you have 3 allures that just draw 2. And then you
Upstart.
And beginning of the end.
then you got beginning of the ends, which just if you resolve that one, you win. And then you
Pot of
play some
Greed's not
Dark World
okay.
cards that oh no, my danger card hit my Dark World card. Oh
Draw an
no.
extra card.
So I mean, I feel like this meta is just gonna get defined by the number of danger. If you can play a danger variant, and if you're not now,
That's also why the Lunalights are really good because they're also just dark monsters.
yeah,
So they
just randomly.
they just work with all of that, and they're just like.
And I think we could talk about the Lunar Light cards because a lot of people are going.
Why is it broken?
Yeah, why is it broken? From the deck profile that I watched, I haven't actually like read any of the cards.
You
Oops.
and everyone else in that
Yikes.
tournament.
Yeah, so I did watch the deck profile of Raphael, and they went through it pretty in depth there. And it's like one of their cards is Armageddon a Knight, but it sends his cost, and that's all you care about. Then they got like some cards. This is all not once per turn either. They're all like just you can do it as many times as you want. They got like a Monster Reborn. Their spell card is a Monster Reborn.
They have a Zephyros.
Yeah, they have their own Zephyros. Like it's crazy how the engine works, and they honestly
Is
did it.
the Zephyros card once per turn or once per duel?
Nope, neither.
Neither.
I don't know.
Neither.
It can't
It
be
would-
neither.
it
Then
is
you go
It
not
infinite.
banishes
Both of them.
when it leaves the field, but I don't
Oh,
know. If you
okay.
exceed with it, it probably goes to the grave. I'm not.
Maybe
really
there's
Well,
just
actually,
not
I
a
know
way
they
to
use like the
abuse
Tiger
it.
King stuff too, since they're all.
It was
If
just
not
being
once per
nuts.
turn,
too.
then that would go infinite, which is pretty good. And
Yeah,
would
that's
be
probably.
Well,
a
it's
pretty
like-
reasonable strategy to use
Kinda
with
like-
light cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, like kind of like quick.
What have I
Fix.
done?
Like
But,
people have used quick fix for so long. It's kind of the same thing.
What I
think.
really respected about
Maybe.
that deck profile, though, is that at the beginning they were just like, "This is how you beat the deck," and then they were like, "Okay, now we'll go into the deck profile." But I think it's showing more of the strength of the Danger engine than it was Lunalights. I think Lunalights are still a really good engine. Like after that event, obviously they showcased how well they can do. But I think without the Danger cards, they're not like as successful.
Yeah. One of the cool things about the Lunalight deck is they can use like the Beast Warrior, Wing Beast like perks, like Tiger
Yeah.
King and there's like
Tenkies,
a Link
triple
2,
Tenki.
Link 2 Scrap Dragon.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that deck was really, really good. I think it was a good meta call for sure. One, nobody knows what to do against them.
Yeah.
And
Two,
two,
you use the best cards. the
they
danger
they use
cards.
danger cards, and 3, they get to make Tiger King, which beats Thunder Dragon, like beats a lot of the meta decks right now too. So I think it was just a combination of everything, and the fact that Raphael is a good player as well. I mean, he's won multiple YCSs now, and he's topped a bunch of them.
with
so.
41 cards in his deck.
Yeah.
Like-
But I mean, the main takeaway from the tournament is I think the power of the danger cards, and I think we're seeing that in the marketplace as well. I mean, all the cards just skyrocketed
Shot
in
up.
price,
Yeah, well,
just insanely shot up in price, and now everybody's trying to play those decks.
essentially 20 out of 32 decks play three of
Nessie.
them.
most of
Three
them.
of three of them.
Snake.
Yeah. And Snake, Nessie, Jackalope.
So I mean, marketplace wise, I think honestly we're all just ready for Mega Pack 2019 to come out and just boo, on impermanence and all these Boral Sword and all these cards that are like $100 a piece. Game's a little rough to play right now. It's a little expensive.
The cool thing about dangers, though, is if you play a danger deck, you don't really need those expensive hand traps because they just
Yeah.
kind of conflict with dangers.
and it's like, I'm just not gonna buy those ashes. Don't
Yeah,
care.
I'm just
So that could be the future counter strategy.
No
Just
hand
play
traps, just
enough
play a
resources to
dope
not need hand
deck.
traps.
You play an even better go first deck. Like Gem
What's
Knights.
sad?
Gem Knights.
What's sad is
Gem
the
Knights
Lunalight.
is the answer.
The
for
Lunalight,
everything.
Raphael playing Lunalights, he said he blind seconded every match too. So I
Yeah.
think that's another thing that we're
Everyone
learning from
blind
this tournament.
seconds, you play a real FTK.
Well, we're just seeing. I think it's the power is evenly matched. I think the trap
Well,
card evenly
well,
He
matches.
didn't play even.
No.
No,
Yeah.
but I think
But yeah.
Because you have
There's
like
a lot
Battle
of decks.
phase, just the battle
control decks
phase
use
in
evenly
general.
matched.
yeah, well you have
Yeah.
like the consistency of the danger engine and then just the sheer OTK power of Luna Lights. So there's no reason not to go second.
Also,
Agreed.
with danger cards, when you have 6 cards in your hand, that's way better than 5. You just like miss less.
yeah,
Just mad.
Mhm.
the
you're just like-
probabilities
You're like,
of missing.
fuck, I can hit 1 and 5. You're like, 1 and 6, that'll never happen. You just kill 'em.
So to all
they're
of
dead.
our new students of the YGOU University, what you have to do is just be a god, American sniper it up, and then just hit all the danger cards,
Yu-Gi-Oh's easy. Just draw what you want.
Yeah,
or
there's
just
a-
hit all of them. You just roll, and you're just like, boom, 5.
Yeah.
That card,
All right,
and it's the
Kevin.
danger card.
See, here's the problem: is that you are randomly very good at that. I am not. I remember we were
I'm
playing.
really good at it.
We were playing. I don't remember. I was playing against Danger. I just missed every time, and I was like, "Here, Kevin, take the dice. If you hit this, if you hit this one, like, yeah, you're just a better player than me."
I hit it.
He hit it.
So what you're saying is, if you guys were a team,
We would
you would
never
be the
lose.
best.
Oh,
I mean,
100%. You
maybe.
can ask Ethan. I played. He was like this locals. He was like, "Hey, let's play." He was playing the FTK version. I hit 5 out of his 6 of his dangers. It was casual. But I mean, the 6th one I missed, and then he hit a brow, and then I
Died.
lost. But don't matter. I hit 5 of them. It was dope. It was awesome.
At
but-
the YCS, like round like 3 or 4, I played against maybe 4. I played against a 60 card danger deck. He was blinding second. It was a cool deck. Yeah, props to him. But yeah, I was just sitting there missing all my die rolls, and I was at the end of the table just like sitting there rolling dice as this dude went off, and I was just like, wow, I guess I'm just not good enough in this
That's-
game to hit him. And the dude next to me just like died laughing, and I was just like,
that's one of the biggest bummers. As I had the feeling when I was facing Austin, where he's just like already got enough damage to win, and I'm just like,
He's just
rolling
styling.
dice. You're just sitting there rolling dice.
You're like,
And you're
wow,
like,
I
1,
didn't
2, 3,
think I
4,
came
5,
to
6.
Chicago
Oh,
to
look,
play
I miss
dice. This is
again.
weird.
The worst game of
Did I
craps
come to a
ever.
casino? But so I think
This is why
overall
I don't
consensus is danger cards are good right now. Altergeist got beat out by sideboard cards.
and dangers, because like a danger hand with like, if you have 4
You play through
dangers and
negates
they
so
have
easily.
Yeah.
if they have 3 responses and you have 4 dangers, they might just get attacked by your
Sure.
the
Dangers.
last danger.
And I think this goes
just
Still
I
a
think
big
this
boy.
Is, a big thing about the winner here is that you don't have to play meta to win. You can find this rogue deck that has awesome effects.
That can
Throw
use danger
dangers in it.
cards.
They had he only played
It was a
7
danger deck.
cards.
It's legit like old zoo. It's like, here's
No.
my
I
think it
X
was
Yeah.
like
deck.
9.
Oh, here's my one
So
copy
he
of
did,
Rat
I think he
Period.
did 3.
So-
Well,
So-
he might have just done 2 Nessie.
But
he
it was
plays
a
Thunder
smaller
Guardians.
amount. But I mean, like he took a deck called Luna Lights where nobody saw it coming, and that's the way he won. Obviously, the Danger Engine was there to help him get there, but the Luna Light engine there was like 20 Luna Light cards in his deck. So I'm still calling it a Luna Light deck.
I mean, yeah.
Dangers just need
But-
a little help from something else.
Yeah,
and
I think
then-
the Pier's not maybe the best, just because.
Well, yeah, they're good as like a support engine. for
Yeah,
most
they're
part.
like the
a
best
legit
support
underdog,
I think
like
they
ever
get
had.
flattering
supported
engine.
a
Sorta,
little bit,
uh,
because you're
It's
like,
they're a symbiote. They need something else to
Yeah.
survive.
You can't
Yeah.
make big purple Luna Light monster with just dangers. Come
yeah,
on.
but you
Agreed.
Yeah.
could just be like, well, I don't want to play Luna Knights. I'm gonna
Sky
play
Striker was a
Dante,
huge
Whatever
part
it
of this
is.
top 32 too. We need to like
Orcus?
Sky Strikers was always going to be that way, and I was very surprised that the ban list they didn't get hit. And I think it's obvious that they're still going to do well, but just at the upper echelon, they just kind of start to fall out.
People know how to play against them.
I think
Yeah,
it's
well,
a
they've
huge
been around
thing.
for a while. I mean, I think they're balanced. I mean, okay, maybe hitting like Engage a little bit and Widow Anchor a little bit, but for the most part, I think they're a pretty balanced deck.
Oh, yeah.
It's too fair.
And just being able to
It's,
play, like, you can see, like, Calvin Tahan got ABC to 3rd place. he just knows that deck really well. So I mean, you can even take those rogue decks and then do well with them. In all honesty,
Also, if you summon Buster, you win the game.
Yeah, his strategy is like so.
he plays the
sick
best extra deck monster in the
because-
game.
It's
Yeah.
true.
100%.
It's broken.
I mean, the Subterra deck, the Guru control deck, I think having 2 of it in the top 32 is pretty impressive. Not a lot of people are playing it. And I think that's another deck to look out for, because if they open field spell, they pretty much just have control of the game, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, some of the
Um,
control decks, I feel like once they get like their engine rolling, like they kind of just snowball and you can't
Well,
do anything about it. I think Altergeist honestly is probably the best at snowballing, but they're also the least consistent of the control decks.
Well,
in
yeah, you
my
have to play
opinion.
purple cards, but I think it. I personally, I like a lot of the control decks right now because they're not just like helmet, like old True Draco. Like you just flip them or an erupt and you extend the handshake. Like these control decks, you have to actually like time your interruption correctly or resource manage.
and know the situations.
Yeah. And so being a better player with these decks is a lot more rewarding. And so I think that's why we see, like the Guru control. I mean, it's kind of new. No one knows what Subterra does. But I think a better control player like that is rewarded. And that's why we still see, there was a Sky Striker, some Guru control, some other control decks that do reward better players.
I agree, 100%. And I mean, Thunder Dragon Chaos deck got second by Dennis. He was playing just Thunder Dragon Chaos deck with like
Danger.
Diabolos and Levianar. Was he playing Dangers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Thunder Dragons are still really good even after Brilliant Fusion got hit.
Yeah.
So, my main takeaways is just Dangers. I think they're pretty much in the hot seat now. I think they're gonna go away. So
Brilliant Fusion died for nothing.
Basically.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's the saddest part.
What
But
surprised
overall,
me-
I think this tournament was awesome. I think it was a good show of the meta, and it really is kind of propelling everybody. It was going from our predictions last week to this week. It just shows like how much of a drastic change it was, and how it's going to be even into the future. So, we do want to always hear from you guys. So please leave your comments down below, smash the like button, and make sure to check us out on Patreon.